There's no place like the Betty Ford Center. It's a place of healing and hope. Every day, every minute, there's a spiritual connection.
The Betty Ford Center is back to hosting the Awareness Hour, reimagined.
We're building new ways to connect with the community here in Rancho Mirage in Southern California, but also finding ways to share it nationally.
Tessa Voss is the administrator of the Betty Ford Center. She says the Awareness Hour, a recovery-inspired speaker series, started nearly 50 years ago.
Betty Ford came out of the shadows into the sunlight, and she's compassionate enough to want to help others with the same problems.
The concept? Engage with the community and provide education on substance use and mental health issues.
This was a desert, rather, a pile of sand out here, and we've made it come alive.
After a pause during the pandemic, the Awareness Hour is now relaunching from their campus in Rancho Mirage, California, sometimes even broadcasting live worldwide.
My addiction got so bad that I basically started forging doctor's chart notes.
The focus of this Awareness Hour?
It's a disease. You've got to look at it like a disease and you've got to stop.
The feature film, Attention Must Be Paid, Women Lost in the Opioid Crisis.
Hi, my name's Rosa Maldonado. I'm a Muckleshoot Travel member. It was part of this film because somebody in our behavioral health program seen something in me that I didn't see in myself.
Thank God I had a conscience at that very moment, and I was like, I can't do this.
Maldonado is one of the main characters in this documentary.
Have a rubber band on my arm, wanting to get higher than what smoking heroin made me feel.
She shares her struggles with substance use, with hopes of inspiring other women and also helping heal herself.
This is important to me because for such a long time I've never had a voice. I've hidden behind guilt and shame, and now I have a platform where I can inspire not only myself and my daughter, but for other women nationwide.
The opioid crisis is deadlier than ever, and the latest numbers unfortunately prove it. National public health agencies report an almost 30% spike in recent drug overdose deaths, with opioids by far the top killer.
The truth of the matter is 200,000 women have died related to opioid use disorder over the last 20 years. That's 200,000 women. That's more people than major average cities.
Debra Gonsher Vinik is the film's writer, director, and producer. She calls opioid addiction an equal opportunity destroyer.
In the second half of the 19th century, doctors, who were overwhelmingly male, began prescribing morphine.
But says there's an inequality when it comes to recovery resources available for women.
And I think that most people have a stereotype of the disease that opioid use disorder hits only people who are men and only people who don't have money and is only that small group, and that's just not true.
Gonsher Vinik tells this story seeking accountability and transparency.
Well, I have a call for action, and the call for action is that people should be contacting their local elected official about where the monies from the opioid settlement litigation is going to.
Following the viewing of this film at the James W. West MD Training Center.
And those are really powerful words because a lot of us in early recovery haven't heard that from somebody in a long, long time.
The Betty Ford Center hosted a powerful panel discussion with world-renowned health experts.
Women and then women of color are going to experience even more levels of stigmatization.
Former United States Olympian and current Betty Ford Center outreach manager Carrie moderated this event.
As I said earlier, Mrs. Ford would be so proud and I think motivated to do more herself, as I know I am after today.
The film Attention Must Be Paid, Women Lost in the Opioid Crisis will air on ABC-affiliated stations in 2023. After that, it will be shown on PBS stations nationwide. For Voss, this film hits her heart.
Watching this film was really touching. I personally have lost friends to the opioid epidemic, and it just brought back the importance, not that it was gone, but again highlighted the devastation of the opioid epidemic and prompted motivation to continue to do more and help more people.
Moving forward, Voss hopes to help even more people as the Betty Ford Center gets back to hosting even more awareness hours. Reimagined.